Welcome back to our channel again. Usually we do these things live and we share with you the videos and everything, but we have had two strikes of copyright with Miss Universe, one with Miss Universe and one with Grand. So, for those two pageants, we are not going to be able to share with you absolutely everything as it happens. So, we have decided okay, prelims have just happened. Let's do a little analysis of what we think were the ones that we like the most, and we're just going to talk about their performances and where we see them, and how it's gonna go. So I have the video ready. We have kind of like the swim and the evening of each of them, so we can talk about both of them, and then I will be inserting clips here and there so you can see what we are talking about.
Thank you for putting this all together. It looks like massive work to do. Yes,
Perfect.
but I
I don't
think
know
like
why.
it's the main thing to emphasize also the fact that these are like the ones that we liked. It doesn't mean that anyone else were like worse or anything not as good, but it's more about it's just like what kind of things we liked and what we thought. Also, in a sense of like not only what we like, but also what would be the eyes of the maybe the judges. Like what would they find in the concept of this competition? Be the getting somewhere out there. And some of those, what we picked, were also related to the fact that they are just so overly hyped that we just had to pay attention to them rather than just, you know,
Seeing
liking them
like the
that
performance
much.
being something that actually attract us is just like the hype that has been around them. You will end
Yes.
up watching.
Yes. And third, I would say that some of them, it just the style and everything. I feel like the one that they delivered on stage versus the one that they deliver every day at the competition is very different. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that we have to be very mindful that it's not only what happens on that stage. And finally, it doesn't really matter in the end of the day. It really is about who's gonna pick it and how the fans feeling and paying for
Yeah,
the products and everything like that. Because
exactly.
as we heard, the scores will be doubled for a certain type of people who got enough fan votes.
Yeah. So as Madly said, at the end of the day, the decision is mostly in a what's decision and more of like a business decision rather than based entirely on performance. And
Yes,
the only
so
thing that we can
we
judge
we
is
can,
performance.
but we can in the same time. I think we can appreciate the beauty of the performance,
Exactly.
and I think it's such a great thing to see that these girls have much more freedom to express themselves on stage, and the way that they're doing. Everyone has their own personality and their all
Mhm.
like twang in it, and I think it's very enjoyable, and it's also to visually appreciate the artistry and the hard work behind it, because as we know, it's not that easy to do those things that look easy on stage.
Mhm.
So I think it's just more of like a appreciation for those girls who've done it like
Yeah.
really well and will are
Yeah.
noteworthy throughout the competition or on the stage.
Absolutely. So yeah, we're just gonna be talking about what we love the most, which is the stage part of things. So we're gonna start with the first one, which is Australia. So to me, Australia was most in my list than in Matt list, and I think for me, it's like I've never seen Australia being someone that I was just like, wow, really drawn to, and I think like Gabriella has really brought that this year. It's just like I don't know. I just see. I mean, I would have liked to see less of the mouth open, but other than that, I really love the performance.
Yeah, I think like she actually performed, and I think like that's kind of the beauty of it as well. It's like she actually did the extra, and the extraness was great on the stage, and I think she looked good, and everything was great in that sense. I don't think that there's anything really to nitpick in a sense of yes, do you like that extra or you don't like that extra?
Mhm.
That's kind of like the question here.
Yeah, and yeah, I really loved her throughout the whole competition. I think she's been really very consistent throughout the whole competition. And as I said, like someone that maybe in previous years we have not really looked at this country, and this year it's been like from day one,
Yeah.
even before she got on stage for the swimsuit competition, was something that she was out there, she was creating content, she was just like,
Yeah, well, looks like she's having fun, and I think that's kind of like really huge part of it as well. Like she's not like overly like obsessed or oh, do I do everything right, but rather like oh, let's do it, you know.
exactly, just like someone that is really enjoying the stage.
Hmm.
And yeah, because at the end of the day, as we said, right, the decision is not going to be 100% on performance. There's many other factors that are
Oh,
going to be taken
absolutely.
into account. So making sure that you have the best time ever once you are up
It's
there
very important
is
just to
important.
enjoy it as such and just, enjoy being there as one of those few countries or few representatives of your country because like it's not like everyone can do it. It's not like,
Hmm.
like 50 people from Australia can do it in 2025. There's only one person who can do it in 2025. So it's like I think it's this kind of like a thing that you kind of have to have your own mentality sorted. So you only one gonna win and only 20 gonna be in top 20. So if you only went there and not moment like enjoyed yourself and enjoyed being on the stage, that's what takes kills it. So at least you can see it feels like she's enjoying herself, and that's kind of a main thing.
Yeah. So let's go with our next one, which is Cuba.
Yeah, I think Cuba is one of those interesting ones that you you have to kind of know to look at her. You have to
Hmm.
know what to look for in a sense like how's Cuba doing? I think like she's not underrated, but she's not one of the front runners as well from that side of the
Hmm.
world. But on the same time, she delivered every aspect, and I think like there's nothing really to critique about the stage.
Yeah. Look at her body though. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. And she's been someone that has been giving a lot of content, a lot of fashion,
Hmm.
and has had like have the fans like really paying attention to her, which in beauty pageants I think that is key, right? Having everyone looking at you and paying attention to you. So I think she's done
Yeah, I
really
mean
good.
that's what I'm saying is sometimes it's just like you have to have the overall presence on and off camera,
Hmm.
and are you just someone whose audience is drawn to, but honestly I haven't seen much about her. But again, you have a different demographics on your
Yeah,
feed than
yeah,
I have.
yeah.
So I think it's really depends on that what I've seen and what you had seen more as well. But on the
Hmm.
same time, like she's been consistent and she has also unique, distinctive look. I mean, like you will remember her face in that
Oh,
such. Like it's
absolutely.
not like one of those faces. It's like distinctively like her look.
Yeah, yeah. And now we go with our next one, which is Czech Republic. So they are in alphabetical order, by the way, not in order of preference. So this is
So
alphabetical order.
I'm one of those weird pageant nerds that I actually watched the Czech Republic local competition.
Mm-hmm.
And she has really a lot developed and evolved from that competition, and
Mm-hmm.
like a lot, in a sense of like she always had the same look. She's always been the same pretty, but
Mm-hmm.
the walk and everything has definitely been trained, and she has worked hard for it. So in that sense, kudos because like she really has been trying hard.
Yeah, she's trained by Isamenin,
Hmm.
Miss Grand 2023. I don't know. And she has been going to watch Grant for the past 3 years. So she's been
Hmm.
traveling for the past 3 years to watch Grant. So strategically, she's
She's
worked.
breeding and
Yeah,
living that vibe.
yeah, absolutely. Um, their evening gown, for example, I was just like, well, it's not a gown, it's a jumpsuit. Um,
Is
I
that
don't
a
know.
jumpsuit? I didn't
It's a
even see. Oh,
jumpsuit,
yeah,
yeah.
it is. Wow, okay.
It is a jumpsuit. And I had like mixed feelings because I kind of like love the coat and all of that, but at the same time, I feel like it was too much. But again, is
For
that
me
too
here,
much of
like the
one?
coat got stuck, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
there's certain type of little things that if you know how it's supposed to go, you know. On the same time, this jumpsuit was wide enough that I didn't actually even understand it's a jumpsuit
Yeah,
initially.
yeah, yeah,
So I think it's a again matter of flavor. Do you like vanilla ice cream or you like chocolate ice cream? You know?
yeah. I thought it was like a really good bet to go with
Yeah,
this because
absolutely.
like not everybody clocked in that it was a jumpsuit, but those who did, it's like, oh, actually, you look at her more. The
Yeah.
huge coat, it also makes you look at what is happening on that on the stage,
Mm-hmm.
especially. And also like in on TV, if you're watching it and you're like, maybe the previous one was not like your thing and you're doing something else, suddenly you see here like a massive pink thing and you're like, what's that? And then you
Yeah,
watch and then you
absolutely.
look, and then now it's like, oh, now Czech Republic is in my radar. So I
Yeah.
think it was really really well done strategically.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Our next one is Dominican Republic. She's been giving us fashion all around during the competition, right? She's been like fashion queen. Like all her outfits have been on point. So she's been like in the, like in the lookout for everybody, all of the fans. But then also, I feel like she's performed really well on stage.
No, absolutely. I think she has again very good look. She reminds me very much like was the Dominican Republic who went to Supra this year. I think they have some kind of similar vibes going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like in the way that she did the evening gown, and now I understand. Look at the front. There's actually the
Yeah,
what's
it's
the thing?
a grand logo.
So I think like strategically it's fun. It's fun. It's fun thing to have and fun thing to do. It's not like too much or overly exaggerated, but it's actually like, oh wow, okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. I mean, when I saw this, I was like, wow, love it as well. The strategy. Now everybody's gonna remember her because she is the grand logo. But then at the same time, I was like, I love this gown. you know, I absolutely love it. The only thing that I didn't like is one of the posts that she did at the end that I was like, no, why? She's just doing like an incredible performance. And I think it's here now that she just after this she goes down on the side and goes like, yeah, like this. And I was like, why?
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah. Okay, I
no,
didn't even see that if I'm honest.
yeah. But other than
I was
that,
already clocked out by that time.
yeah, other than that, I think her performance was flawless. It was beautiful. I think she did a really good thing by changing her hair up for this gown,
Yeah.
and I think it was like really, really well done. I think I like her. I like her. Next one is Ecuador, which she was not on everybody's radar until the swimsuit competition. And I think she must be a dancer because of the way that she
Definitely.
moves, the way that she steps, the
And I
control that
think
she
like
has.
the main thing is about those steps is as well. I
Yeah.
was thinking about like when I saw some other video today, the transitions.
Yes.
They're very good transitions from one style to the other style. And even here, doing like the ending wasn't awkward. It was just giving some kind of like a little bit spark, a little bit fun, a
Beauty.
little bit
Yeah.
smile. But the transitions are flawless.
Yeah. That turn that she did, perfect, perfection.
Yeah,
Um,
there's no wobbling, no hesitation, no anything. Like it's like she's doing a lot, but it's not like annoying to a lot. You know, it's like
mhm.
very like you can see a dancer doing a
Yes.
routine. It was very pleasurable to watch.
Yes. And then the evening gown, I really liked it. I really liked the different colors on the bottom. I think it was very unique. And again, people comparing her to a chandelier
But I mean,
makes
honestly, who
makes her
wouldn't like
remind
to be a chandelier? Like honestly, that's like ultimate compliment, though.
exactly. But that's what I mean. Like people are telling her that she looked like a chandelier, right? I think like this is going to be in her favor because more people is going to remember her because of the imaginary of like her with a chandelier.
But
Everybody's
I'm
going to
saying
be
that's the thing. Like if you create this kind of like a positive comparison, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a great thing that people are like, even, creating those memes and stuff. I think that's a great thing because you have to have like a unique sales point. But just the thing that they're comparing with should be like positive tone in
Yeah.
people's head, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Absolutely.
think like her, like, and having this kind of like a very, how's it right now in fashion is that type of corset, and
Mm-hmm.
like this accentuated extra elongated corset is right now really in, so it also shows that her fashion sense, like what she wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And the next one is France.
Yeah, so France is, I feel like, everyone's favorite. I knew her already from another competition. That's why I know how she was performing before.
Mm-hmm.
She has also a lot improved, like in a sense of
Mm-hmm.
like really, grunt herself in a sense of like getting this
Yeah.
more like a spice in the step and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I've again, like as you said, like she's everybody's favorite. Everybody's saying she's gorgeous. She is absolutely gorgeous. But to me, she was a little bit boring on stage. I think like technique wise, she's perfect. But I was missing more engagement, more stuff. I don't know. I think she's better in evening than a swim.
Yeah, I
And I
mean,
don't know if
honestly,
she
like
she
she
works
went
better
to the
for like
same
a
style evening that she did at Universal Woman.
yeah
So that's the exact same style. I don't know if that's the same designer or not. And I think like even the style just brings out the essence of who she is. Like she's very like
hmm
regal and royal, and like this kind
yeah
of presence is very, I would say like, yeah, really regal presence. She doesn't have
yes
this too much of a, she's very like composed in anything what she, and I think that's kind of what is her trademark, I would say. Like
hmm
maybe that's what she tries to accomplish. Actually, she
yeah
doesn't want to be that extra grand girl, like the
yeah
same thing that Venezuela said, that she wants to keep her niche, she wants to
hmm
keep her essence. And if that's her essence, then
yeah yeah
that's
and again
perfect for her. But at the same time, it really depends of like what you like seeing on stage,
exactly that's what I was
like.
gonna say. For me at Grant, I like to see more
Mhm,
engagement, more laughs, more different faces, more I don't know. I feel like I would like to see this maybe at Miss World.
mhm. I understand your point.
Yeah. But again, she's absolutely gorgeous. We know that she's going to be in that top. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
top 10 or top 5, I would say.
I'm pretty sure. Next, we have Ghana.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that there's any surprise that she's
Wow.
my favorite.
Look at that.
Like, I don't
Boom.
have anything to say that, or anything like even to mention that wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a little bit like even hard because I feel like it was like so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so perfect that I don't have words. And I haven't actually seen anyone winning with that perfect performance.
Yes. I mean, to me, it's just one of those that she has that, I don't know, like, it's like she was born for this, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's
Everything
not
looks, it's very
extra
smooth.
in a way that it's annoying. It's an extra, an artistic show way.
Yeah.
It's her steps and routine were perfectly transitioned and smooth, and like it was like a butter,
Mm-hmm.
like so smooth. At the same time, she picked a custom-made, well-designed gown with a different type
Oh,
of hair, like the cape type of things that were
yeah.
a little bit more unique. And
I love it.
strategically, she's American girl, representing her home country. She has all of the aspects of being a good ambassador, salesperson, all these kind of things. And she's done Miss USA. Miss USA is hard.
It's hard.
Like if
Yeah.
she's already survived all of that, like
Mhm.
she was surviving Grant and the environment there and all of the busy schedules and no sleep and everything, I think is like piece of cake for her. So I think all of those things play huge advantage to her, that she's not shocked by the environment. She has all of the little ticks, clicked on the boxes of routines, outfits, everything, and also the fact that she has a marketable trade, like skill, singing. So she
Hmm.
has all of those little things that would be very smart to pick her as a winner.
Yeah. And the gown I absolutely love. I love the top. It's just the one of like, my next gown should have something like that. I absolutely love it. I think the color choice was great. And as we said, like in
But isn't
terms of
that the Kana flag or something?
yeah, I think so. Um, and in terms of routine, as we said, like really well thought out, really well practiced, and she will be like, I think she will be a really good winner.
No, absolutely. I think like there's no doubt or anything I would say to say that why she wouldn't be a good winner. Like I don't have any words to say that why she wouldn't be a good winner. Like she
And
ticks every single box.
is she the only, if she, if she wins, will she be the only winner that has short hair?
I don't know, but she would be officially first African because the other Ghana
Marina?
girl was
Marina?
representing America.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So she would be of like her director is the previous winner.
Oh,
So
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
first,
yeah.
so the first, she would tick also the box of MGI having the first crown there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
there's a lot of things that are playing like forward her.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next one, which is Guatemala, the bright-eyed girl.
Yeah, I would just say that Guatemala is like my one of those girls that I will remember from the lineup easily. I wouldn't
Yes.
need to see her sash, and I think that's very very important.
Yeah. I think like, like the hair, like she's giving me Grant, she's giving me Victoria's Secret, she's
Yeah,
giving me model, she's giving me
yeah, she does
everything.
see all of these things.
Yeah, and like that pose that she does, that she did in swimsuit, in the swimsuit competition, she does it again. I don't know. I think it like she has like a lot of qualities to be in that top five as well.
Oh, absolutely. I think she has one of those unique, memorable looks. All of the aspects of the stage were perfect, dress to styling to everything, and consistency in delivering the whole journey. So I think again, there is nothing really speaks against her to why she
Mm-hmm.
couldn't be. And also, I don't think her country has one before. So
No, and she's really good speaker. I think she's being coached by Hugo de Almeida as a speaking coach, and I'm really looking forward to see her making it to that top 10 and just deliver the speech.
and that's that. Yeah, absolutely.
Then we're gonna go with the next one, which is Laos. Laos, in a way, at some point I thought she was Thailand because they look similar. I don't know about you. Do you feel like they are a little bit similar in the face?
I think the aspect is that they have a little maybe a little bit similar styling for the hair and
Hmm.
makeup,
Yeah.
um, and I think it's just her walk routine was maybe something we've seen a lot of grand Thailand girls doing. It
Hmm.
means that it's just like it's engraved into our faces, like
Yeah.
like we've seen that so much that it's oh yeah, I've seen like all of the grand Thailand contestants doing that.
Yeah. And I was really surprised by her gown. I really love those colors that she had, and I think it was really unique. Those sleeves, right?
Absolutely.
I think
And
she's
again, hair up, I think it's very good for her. She's this kind of like the way that she is. I think it's just she's consistently being delivering as well, just being present and everything. And I think like I think she's wearing those, all these aspects of like knowing how to style her and make her more curvaceous and all those
hmm
kind of things. Like I think
yeah,
that's very unique talent as well to
yeah,
embody that.
yeah. And as you said, like she's been very consistent throughout the competition, and I think that is important.
Hmm.
Consistency is very, very important. And then we have Martinique. I love her.
Again, I think like Martinique is like it's such a unique thing to see that someone does Grand and World and is front runner in both. Like I think like it's very hard to achieve.
Yeah.
On the same time, she is very model-esque. So that
Yes,
means that even if she does all of those tricks and stuff like that, it doesn't scream to me a pop star, but it
yeah,
still screams to me a model.
yes. And I don't know. I just absolutely loved her runway. I felt like she did some tricks, but they were like very tasteful and very well
Hmm.
executed and very smooth. Um, and again, like she's been consistent throughout the whole competition. She's been delivering great content. She's been delivering face, body, absolutely everything. I don't know how she does in sales or anything like that, but I think her country in one of the top 10 countries of the year. I think it was.
I don't know, but I think it's more about like she just he has this statuesque being and definitely like the front runner from Caribbean. So
Yes.
I think like there is it's also like her accent is very cute and it's just like very pleasurable to listen to. So and I think it's all of those little things and just she's again like you wouldn't question who what country she is if you have it line up
Mhm.
without sashes.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. I think she's stunning. She did amazing. I love her.
Hmm.
Then we have Mexico, which Mexico is someone that I didn't have in my radar until the opening ceremony. That she came with that gold dress, straight hair. And I was like,
Hmm.
wow. And then swimsuit competition, amazing. This preliminary competition, I was like, her performance is wow. I think it's one of my favorite performance from
And
preliminary.
for me, if I'm very honest, the person I saw in the opening gala and the person I saw now on stage, I did not recognize that they're the same people. I feel like with her, when she starts, her hair is just straight and like,
Mm-hmm. She
and
looks
now
different.
is a
Hmm.
totally different person. Like she's one of those who can you can mold into very model, very everything. But at the same
Hmm.
time, she if you keep one look, you can keep the consistency as well. And I think
Yeah.
it's very interesting. And apparently, everyone loved the gown.
I
So
love the gown. I love the gown. I just love the gown that it was like, it looks like she has a massive boa, but it's
hmm.
actually the train of the dress. And I'm pretty sure you can remove the train and still it's like the other gown. So it's kind of like a two in one. You can make it like over the top or just
Oh,
very
absolutely.
classy.
Yeah, that I think that's a great, smart, very smart move. Let's make it this
Yeah.
way, like very eye catching, and also like I think that the color and everything was didn't go too extreme or too unique. So I think that's
Hmm.
very good as well.
Yeah. So you can just like, it's a timeless color. It's not like something that is just going to be for that year and that's it. And it's not going to
Hmm.
be worn again. Especially if she's keeping the dress and then she wants to resell it at some
I
point.
don't even know what they're doing with those dresses. They're like,
I mean, as far as I understand from internal information, they pay some money, they get it created, and it's like a rental for the time being, and then it goes back to the designer.
okay,
And then the designer can use it for to rent for other pageants or to sell it.
got it.
Yeah. And then the next one, Nepal.
I think Nepal is someone that I really enjoy her look.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
think Nepal has again very unique look. She's very fun. She's very entertaining. Um, I wouldn't say that the performance was the best out of the best, but I think she's been delivering consistently very good, and
And
she's I
again,
think very very fun.
a country that usually is not, like someone that, like a country that like brings your attention, right? I
Hmm.
think they brought a really good finalist, a representative for Nepal this year. She's
No,
just
absolutely.
18 and she looks young. It's not like Myanmar last year, right?
Hmm.
That she was young, but the way that they styled her and everything, she looked way older. I
Yeah.
really like that people look the age that they are.
Yeah, and I think she picked very nice dress representing her flag colors, and the tone initially was very classy and very like feminine. So she still is like very like smooth and everything. So I think showing that whatever age you are, you can be
Hmm.
whatever you want to be on the stage.
Yeah, and she did the microwave turn. I loved it.
Hmm.
I was wondering like if anybody was going to do the microwave turn. Now
I
that
mean,
it's kind
if
of
you
like a
can do
thing.
it, do it. Honestly, I
Yeah,
think it's more about it's not easy to learn though.
yeah,
It's very difficult.
yeah. Okay, our next one is Netherlands, another one from Europe.
So yeah, enjoyably, Europe is strong this year. I'm actually
Very
like, I
strong.
have more top 20 candidates from Europe than
Me
from
too.
any other continent.
Me too. And again, as we said, like it's weird for Grant, right? It's usually lots of Latinas in those tops, but this year Europe comes for that crown. You know,
Hmm.
Europe really wants the golden crown, and I think like she has a really good look. Is another one of the. Would you say like is she like a redhead or is
I
it
don't even
blonde? I
know
don't know.
what you call it.
I just
Yeah.
think she's a redhead.
But what
And
I
the
would say
gown,
is that she just had technically flawless stage. Technically,
yes,
like there's nothing technically to look and say, oh, that should be different. And
yeah,
of course, that's a credit to Putra,
yeah,
but it's also that she is like the epiphany of this kind of, the system. She
yeah.
suits the system.
Yeah, and look at the elegance at the evening gown. The evening gown, beautiful, timeless again, white. That it's like I will wear this gown. The
Hmm.
performance, flawless. Her face, beautiful. I think she has everything to also be a possible top 10, and just have someone
Absolutely.
else in Europe in that top 10. Okay, our next one is Peru. Peru.
Yeah, I think Peru shows exactly the thing that how much you can play with your face and energy. Even if you don't have all of the aspects, or if you're not having like high heels and you're not doing this and this and that. But honestly, like, look at her energy. And
Yeah,
it's not like she's trying to be energetic and, oh, I have so much. It's just like, this kind of like what would call it in my language, I would like a life energy, just like this
yes,
natural,
yes. It's
like you
like
don't have to like fake it, it's just there.
he's there, and it's like what you transmit as well with just your face and a little bit of
Hmm.
movement of your shoulder. Like you don't really need. It's not all about the body. Like the face sometimes says more than anything else, and we have seen this here in some of the routines. Like yeah, you can have beautiful stage, but then if your face is not giving anything, it's not connecting in any
Hmm.
way, then something's missing. And her,
Hmm.
even with the injury, just with the face the expressions and what she was like transmitting to the audience, that was more than enough to make
No,
her stand
absolutely.
out.
And I think like even the beautiful canary bird
Mhm.
dress that the memes were saying, I think that's very gorgeous. I feel
Yeah,
like this kind of like a unique aspect of it, and again, color is very neutral on the same time.
hmm,
It's fun.
yeah, yeah. I mean, nothing to criticize here. She was perfect. And taking into account that like she has participated in every single one of the activities, even injured, that
Yeah,
says a
so I
lot.
think that she definitely has the placement. So we'll have to see which how high placement.
Yeah, our next one on the list is Philippines.
So Philippines is obviously it's gonna be in the top 20. Like we just don't know how far. It's just gonna be top
Hmm.
five. So I would say she is, but there's always something could happen.
Hmm.
What I would say is that her, like she kept the distinctive, again, her trademark doing the thing with her hair. And
Hmm.
sometimes with having like a very distinctive trademark is a good thing because then you're like pushing the same narrative into
Yeah.
people's heads and they just start remembering you with it.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And again, she's one of those, and we've talked about this before, that on stage, I enjoy watching her. I like her on stage. When I see her on interviews, when I see her interacting, sh- it's a little bit fake for me. So it's one of the reasons that I am not profoundly like super a fan of her because of that part. But I mean, stage, absolutely incredible.
Even the
The
introduction
fan,
right now, it was like very artistic. So everything
yeah.
is like very thought out. There's nothing left to be
Hmm.
like spontaneous or random. It's
Yeah.
all. she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows every step, every word she says.
Mhm.
So everything is like what we would
Studied.
say, everything is so well, played out,
Mhm.
that it just comes out naturally. And I think like it's also a talent to go that far with training.
No, absolutely. And again, we said like she's probably gonna be top five. Let's be
Hmm.
honest. But again, let's see what happens because Grant full of surprises, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, like if I would say, like even the dress right now was very unique. When everyone else is fully beaded, she went like half chiffon. So I think it's
Yeah.
again trying to be a little bit different than everyone else.
I love gowns that have like the skirt part as like chiffon or another
Yeah,
type of
I think it's
fabric.
coming back again. So it used to be very fashionable, and now I think it's coming back like heavily.
Yeah. Next is Spain. And I think this year they've brought someone probably stronger than Spain last year.
Yeah. So I think with the Spain is literally this thing again. Like I said, she has that life energy. Like you can see her. It just she's not like trying to be energetic. She just
Mm-hmm.
is.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to describe. I think it's very energetic. Like it just in the terms of like if you look at her, it's just like
Yeah.
the smile comes naturally. She doesn't have to like smile because that was rehearsed into that position.
Yeah, it just happens, and it makes you feel. I don't know why. Like when I see her on the stage, especially in swim, that is more energetic than evening. It makes you feel like she's very approachable and kind of like
Yeah,
I want to
exactly.
be your friend. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's one of those things as well. Like sometimes they say that, oh, this pageant is about girl next door, this pageant is about ice queen, this
Hmm.
pageant is about this and this. But I don't think like as a personality type, Grant has a niche. Like you
No.
could be the girl next door type of sweetheart, in an energetical way, but you can
Hmm.
also be feminine diva like she's right now on the
Yeah.
stage. Like you can be everything what you want in one person.
Yeah. And I know, you know what, the gown I didn't love. I know they tried as well to do the grand logo kind of thing with the top. Um, I don't know if I don't like it that much because of the skirt, because I am not a fan of those skirts that are only open on the back. And it to me look
Mm.
very rigid. I love the top
Do you
though.
know why they're doing it?
Why?
There's usually for the girls who want to appear taller. Because you can't see how high the shoe is. So from the front, it looks like it's the full length of the person.
Good.
So it's kind
Good
of like
point.
that's what I was told. That's the trick because you can put whatever shoe in front.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't really see the shoe.
Mm.
And secondly, it's just like, yeah, it gives the illusion of that you're full length. Like they
Yeah.
can't see your actual leg.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go to our next one, Thailand. I mean, the fact that she started with like an iconic viral
Again,
post.
that's a very sellable. Like
Yeah.
this can be something that she markets for and for. Like like you have this kind of like what was these movements with this like the Gangnam style and everything. You need to
Oh
have
yeah.
like a distinctive move that everyone knows that all the crowds can do and would
Yeah.
post pictures and like I think that's one of those things that if she wins, everyone's gonna post a picture with that pose.
Yes, no, absolutely. I mean, and again, we think that she's been on point the whole competition. She has that attitude as a performer. She
Mhm.
delivers in every single time that she's out, that being either on stage, off stage, photos.
No,
I
absolutely.
think.
And I think I watched her Grand Thailand journey as well. She
Hmm.
was the bestseller there. She was every single fan's favorite.
Hmm.
She was literally so like when she was the called out winner, like no one had a question even that
Yeah,
she is the winner. And we know that the first runner up just won Miss Globe as well. Like so their
yeah,
training and everything is just very, very strong.
yeah,
And I think even how she walks here, like she demands the attention in a
yeah.
way that it's not like doing pageant routine, but it's
No,
more like I'm already a winner. I'm just
yeah,
showing myself to you
yeah.
right now. Like I'm coming in.
Yeah.
from somewhere else. I'm just coming in for you guys to see me. And I think that's kind of very unique, energetic approach as well. And I think that one of those girls that if she wins, I wouldn't even be like, oh, she's a home country winner or the owner's country winner. Like I would be like, yeah,
Yeah.
duh, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I think, like, that performance with the evening gown was to show off the outfit. It's like,
Yeah,
it's not just me, look at my outfit, look at everything,
yeah.
kind of like
But
showing
it
as well,
wasn't
like,
like
I can
awkward.
sell anything,
But
you know?
again, sometimes when people showing off the dress, it's very awkward. Like
Yeah,
it's like going on, but it's like she was like,
exactly.
like it's with sometimes with those type of dresses that are very like extra and watch the dress as well, like look, I'm modeling the dress, but I was still looking at her. So I
Yes,
think that it's
yes.
very unique. Again, like I wasn't really like obsessing over the dress or looking the big proof
Hmm.
or looking like, oh
No,
my god, what's this dress. I still like looked more her rather
yeah.
than the dress.
And I would love if she wins, honestly. I think
Yeah, I
she's
would be.
another one that I would be like super happy if she wins. Okay, now we have UK.
But that's the thing, like whatever we say, we're a little bit biased, right? So it's like, how can we not like Harriet's performance and Harriet's in general? Like we know that if she would win, she would nail the job.
Yes.
Like we know that she's
Yeah.
very good doing that job.
Hmm.
Like that's the thing. Like she might not always have like the fan favorite performance or fan favorite this or fan favorite, I don't know, that. But at the same time, we know that if she has to work as a winner, she would deliver it perfectly.
Yeah. And I mean, the only critique that I have is that I was missing a little bit more different facial expressions on the swimwear round. And I mean, I told her this already, so I don't feel bad about saying it. But the lips, I think they are too overlined, too dark, and I don't like the way that they look on camera. I feel like whenever she smiles, it just looks weird. So I will hope that she will change that for finals.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's what's the worst thing is about is that who are the judges? Which kind of like a gaze they have, right?
Oh yeah, like
So it's
like
kind of like
the view. If
what
they
they
have the
like
cameras
about
like in
beauty.
Miss USA, right?
Yeah, like what they
Mhm.
like about beauty. It's the same thing. I feel like with Miss America versus Miss USA. Like it's like which how the girl next door looks in one competition, how the girl
Yeah,
looks. It's like all of these little aspects of like poofy hair or flatter hair, like
yeah.
bigger lips, small lips. Like I think all of those things is just maybe like the judges or whatever that's going on around her. It's just
Mm.
she has seen
Yeah.
and she's been influenced by. And I think like it's also like these kind of little things that like I feel like oftentimes I automatically tone myself down. And
Hmm.
I think with like what I was analyzing in my head, like we were thinking like why she took down her energy, what she's very expressive her with her
Yeah.
face and
Yeah.
stuff like that. With we saw it from the what is the French fries costume. But what you saw, it's like she's very expressive with the face. And I think one of those things that when you're constantly in your whole life being told that you're too much, you're too
Mm.
expressive, you're this, you're that, when it comes down to certain type of like stage aspects, like you're
Mhm.
going to like compete and stuff, you are so used to that you're automatically your brain goes to toning down mode.
Yeah. Next, we have Venezuela.
So Venezuela is one of those countries that if there was an opening ceremony and she came out and told her name, I was like, well, she's won it.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I really liked better the prelims performance for swim than the one at the swimsuit competition. I don't know if she was maybe tired at the swimsuit competition and now she's like a little bit more refreshed, or maybe the fact that some of us will come alive with lights and stage and all of that, right? And maybe the swimsuit competition didn't have that and doesn't give you the same. But I really enjoyed her performance. Not that much the dress. For me, the evening gown that looked
I
like
like the design a lot.
lettuce.
Like I really liked every aspect of the design and how it's like part of her body, like on the top and stuff like that. But again, like I know the color and how, what is it compared with, and I'm trying to think that they had to pick it for some reason.
I'm
What could
sure.
be the reason that they picked this color? Like, she's a professional of being on stage. She's a professional
Hmm.
speaker. She knows everything, how camera lights and everything works. She
Yeah.
knows how different colors work. Why did she choose that? There has to be a very precise reason.
Hmm.
I think it was very thought out decision. I just don't know what's the thought process behind it and why it was chosen. But I would
Yeah.
really
That,
like to know.
that tone, that I think is the tone of green.
But that's what
Like
I'm
with
saying.
this
Like,
hat.
like this green is not just like that on a stage. And she's too knowledgeable girl. Like, she's not rookie.
Mm.
She has a professional team preparing her.
Yeah.
They all chose that dress and that color. That has to be a reason. I just
Yeah.
don't understand what the reason is. And it's really intriguing for me to
Yeah.
understand what was the thought process behind it. Because there has to be some kind of agenda why they chose it.
Do you feel like it might be, again, I don't know anything about designing process, okay? But do you feel that it might be that you do the sketch and it look different, and then when you get the fabric,
Yeah,
it's
but she has so
like,
many beautiful dresses. If she
yeah,
didn't want to wear it, she wouldn't wear it. Even like the
yeah.
opening gala red dress, she has.
Hey, but maybe this was also strategy because she knew they were going to compare her with a lettuce, and she know people were going to be talking about her.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They had to know what they're
Yeah,
doing. There is no way that she didn't understand and she didn't know. So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That I am a thorough believer that it was a
mhm,
strategic move. It was well thought out, well
yeah,
planned out
yeah,
to make people talk.
yeah,
And I think that the talk is not negative. I think the talk is like, why did you do it?
yeah,
And I think, like, for me, it is very intriguing. I would love to find out why she did it.
yeah.
And it's not in a negative way at all, because the design itself is
It's
amazing. There's
beautiful.
nothing wrong. I
Wow.
just
Yeah.
want to know. I just really want to know. There has to be something, they are so smart. They live
Hmm.
and breathe pageantry. Her costume was representing all of the queens, and the talk behind on the voiceover on there was about like, this
Hmm.
is the identity of Venezuelan women. They live and breathe pageantry. So
Yeah.
it has to be very smart. I don't think it's an accident. I don't think it's like, oh, she didn't know what she was doing. They knew exactly. I just want to know why.
Why? Okay, well, if anybody's watching and knows why, please let us know in the comments.
Absolutely.
We want to know. And then our final one is Vietnam.
Uy.
Yes. This was one of
And
your
I
picks.
Yeah, but Vietnam again, like, what do you have to say about her that you didn't like? I don't have any words again. I
Yeah.
think it was very excellent stage.
Yeah. And you know what? I really love, like, in the previous, like, she looks very Hawaiian here, like with the hair,
Hmm.
the way that she is, the flower, and all of that. And then she transforms in the evening, and she's like a little bit more regal and more. I don't know. I just really love how she transformed herself depending on the look that she's
Hmm.
wearing. Like, like the red lips whenever she
And I
was
think
in.
like this, yeah, this evening gown, and especially like how the cape is flowing, like it's
Hmm.
very high quality fabric. And look what she does. She does a very strategically. I can't speak. Look, one way, and
Yeah,
now boom, the other. She made sure that she's not gonna get stuck in it. She made sure
yeah.
that it's flowing perfectly, and the way the fabric flies. You see, she doesn't have to like flippy floppy with hands too
No,
much,
no, no. It's
right?
beautiful. I mean, it's
And that's one
beautiful.
thing. I don't know who that was. Like, I don't like when they do it flippy floppy. Like, this was a perfect, like, I'm just flowing with it. And I
Very
think like
elegant.
that's kind of like, and the two tones, and so like the artwork and artistry behind the gown and everything. I think it's just a masterpiece as itself.
I think those are like the 20 girls that we like the most. I feel for some reason that Tanzania is going to be in that top 20 though, because
Yeah, yeah.
she's been
Tanzania, I
selling
think she
so
will.
much
Yeah, I
before.
think she will definitely. Um,
I just
that's
feel
what
like
I'm
she's
saying.
too serious. She's too the same face on stage.
Yeah, but I think she will. There will be two from Africa, so it has to be two.
Hmm.
You know. So
Yeah.
I think like what they said about three from Europe, three from
No, four from Europe,
Four from Europe,
two
two
from.
from Africa, three from Latin.
No, wasn't like no, because this was the top 10, right? Don't remember. Let me check. Let me check all of the thousand messages that we send each other on a daily
Yeah,
basis.
but I think it's like, yeah, like the two from Africa, I would say for sure is Tanzania and Ghana, right?
Mhm. Yeah, two Asia, two Africa, two America, and four Europe. That would be
But
the
I
top
feel like,
10.
again, with like the Latin aspect is that I don't know if they how to say, where do they qualify Martinique?
Ah, yeah, because she's Caribbean, right?
Yeah. So is she one of the Latins, like, Dominican
Mm.
Republic and yada yada yada,
Mm.
or is she considered like more like, because it's like, commits also as Miss France, like it's like,
Mm.
so it's like a lot of those little things. It's like it depends how they're like, because we saw in Universe they put together Europe and Middle East.
Oh, yeah, which made no sense.
So I don't know where they put her
No, me
into
neither.
this aspect of, because she's definitely a standout. If she's gonna be one of the two Latinas, or she's
Yeah.
gonna be separately.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is a little bit of our quick analysis of our favorites of prelims, and then you will see our final reactions and comments on another video because we cannot go live.
The thing is that, yeah, like I think like during the live, we can do live just without having anything on, and we're just like talking. So probably it's about
Yeah,
like who want to watch with us and just
yeah, I guess.
chat random things
Yeah, yeah, I guess
and
we
just
could do that
share their
too.
own like ideas. Basically, we can do a multi-screen thingy. Everyone's watching at the same time.
Yeah, but we won't be able to share a screen, so you will have to have
Yeah.
the show on another screen and then.
So what I would say, a fun fact in the end of here is like, when we watch Eurovision in Estonia. So what happens is that we have like the national TV like BBC, and it has its own commentators. But again, this commentator guys, someone that not everyone likes. So what
Mhm.
they do is that they mute the TV sound, and they put on the national radio, that they like the
Ah,
radio host. So
I
they're looking
see.
like listening the comments, that because
Mhm.
in radio they don't play the sounds, basically they only talk. So
Mhm.
basically they watch the stuff on TV, but they listen to the babbling of the radio. So we can be your radio.
Ah. We could be your radio. Yes, exactly. So, thank you so much for coming and watch us talk all things pageants and all things Grand International 2025. And we'll see you in the next video.